Welcome back, friend. So in this lecture, what we are going to do, we select all the code in the main.dot file, and then we are going to delete this code. So why I have done this thing? I have done this so that we can build our application from the scratch so that you people can understand what is happening with each piece of code. So what happens, the Flutter package looks for the, when you are going to start your application, the Flutter package looks for the main.dot file in the lib folder, and that main.dot file looks for the main function. So what is a function? A function is a snippet of code which you can use multiple times. In layman language, I can give you an example. For example, a car. Uh, Suppose a car is a function where if you push the accelerator, it will go forward. If you push the brake, it will brake itself, and if you push the reverse gear, it will go into the reverse mode. So this is the layman stuff, but actually a function looks like this. This is the main function where we are having, first we function is having a return type. In dot we have, that is a mandatory thing. The void means this main function will not return anything to anybody. Okay, so the next part is the simple braces. There we can put arguments, but at present main doesn't receive in any arguments. And the next part is the curly braces where we are going to code the body of the function. So whatever code we are going to write here, it is actually going to be rendered on the screen. So we are going to put widgets in our code. As I have already told you people that everything is in the form of widgets. So we are going to add widgets in our code. So in our previous example, we can see that this is a app, and it is having, means it's have multiple widgets. Actually it is a tree of widgets. First we have the one big widget. Inside that we have some inside, you can say nested widget. This app bar is a widget, this thing is a widget. So we are going to add widgets in our code. So we, everything is a widget in Flutter. So to have widget here, uh, we first need to create a class. So as widget is a special type of object, so we need classes to create object. So let us start writing our code for our class. So the, so to write a class, start with the keyword class and then the app name. I write my app. You can write anything, just follow the writing convention. Means you cannot write the class name with the small letter, always use the capital letter, and then the body of the class. As you know that widget is, basically widget is exactly the arrangement of pixels on the screen. So Flutter controls the pixels on the screen. Thankful to the Flutter package that we don't need to write that logic by ourselves. Flutter provide that logic inside a package, and we just extends that class to our, we just extend that base class to inherit that base class to our class, and then we will add new feature to our class. So to inherit, we use the keyword extends, and after extends, since we are extending, we are not going to extend a write class for rendering pixels, for controlling pixels on the screen, as Flutter has already provided. Uh, if you see, we go to the pubsec that YAML file, and if we go to the dependency section, there we have the Flutter. You can see in the dependency we have the Flutter, and inside the Flutter package, inside that, this is not in this folder, this is somewhere on the machine. And if we will import, we will import a package and then we will use the class from that package. So to import, we use the keyword import, and then we use the package, that is flutter slash material dot package. So since we have import that material dot package, inside that dot package we have a class that is stateless widget. It gives us the flexibility, it gives us the option so that we can create our own widget. So uh, we have imported this, we have extended this stateless widget class to our own class. Oh, sorry, I have used. So if you can see, this is still give me some error, and this is regarding a method which is build. Don't worry about these things if you don't know anything at present, because Android Studio will going to do this for you. I'm just using this, means I'm just coding this thing for you people to get better understanding of the things. So if you see, I have used this build method. So function inside classes are methods, and variables are properties. So this build context is a special type of object, and context is of this type. And this build, whenever Flutter wants to output anything on the screen, it uses this build method. So everything is widget in Flutter. So this build is of type widget, and widget is a class which is defined inside that material dot file. Now this thing returns a special type of widget. It returns a widget material app, and this is a widget which is also defined inside that package material dot, and this is actually the widget which is responsible for rendering all other widgets uh, to the screen, and it basically do lot of things behind the scene. So material lab further takes so many argument. We have to give name argument, we targeted argument here. Present we only need home argument, and home argument further it needs, we have to pass a text widget here, and inside text widget, inside this we can pass our text. For example, my first app. So this is the text which is going to be displayed on the screen. And now we have completed the code part of our class. Now we will uh, use this in our main app, main function. At present, all this class code, this is a passive entity, and to run this, we need to we need another function that is also provided uh, by the thanks to this material dot package. This function is defined inside that package, and by the name itself, it is clear that it helps us in running the app. All we have to do is to pass the name of the class, and make sure to pass these braces, otherwise it will be a type. And so what happens here, if means this run app function, it will uh, take a, you can say, an object of this class, and this object will further ask the build constructor to build an app for us, and this will be displayed on the screen. To run this thing, we have to save this thing, and after saving, we go to our command prompt, and we will run this thing once again. We will give a hot restart to this. So if we see that is performing a hot reload, and this app is going to be installed in this emulator once again. I will get back once this app is installed, this app is updated on this. So our app is restarted, and this is how it looks. Uh, I can clearly see this is not the best looking app, but this is what uh, I have done to give you an idea of how things work in Flutter. Definitely, we will build very good apps in the coming days. Just stay with the course. If you like this video, kindly give it a like and share the video if you want your friends to learn the coding. Thanks for listening, friends. We will see you in another lecture.